We now return to Best of 7 Sports Talk on T7M Radio.
Let's get into it, man. Let's start with the association, man, the NBA, man. Let's talk about the Lakers and the Pelicans, man. Last night, LeBron dropped 33 points. Brandon Ingram, he added 23 as the Los Angeles Lakers fought off Anthony Davis and the Pelicans. AD was 10 of 14 for 22 and 8. He sat on the bench for the entire fourth quarter. Now, LeBron capped that 33-point performance off with a one-legged fall-away three-pointer with about 31 seconds left to play. Lakers are now 30 and 31, sitting at about the 10th seed, 3 games behind the Clippers and the Spurs for the final 2 spots in the West. KB, what was your thoughts on the game last night? And do the Lakers, when you look at it, with about 20 games left, do they actually have a chance, or will they be making the playoffs?
I don't think they have a chance unless Lonzo Ball comes back healthy, and because to be honest, he's the Lakers' best defender. If you look at it by the numbers, they're not the same team without Lonzo out there. I know he doesn't look at it. You can't really determine certain players by what their numbers say,
right?
Because even LeBron, he's the only player that he's really been praising the whole team. The whole squad, been Kuzma and Lonzo, and the Lakers, they don't look like they operate as well as they, should as well as Lonzo. And LeBron just got to do too much. And I was thinking when LeBron came to the Lakers that he wouldn't have to do, how people saying he was carrying Cleveland and having to do so much just for them to get to where they were at last year, because they were damn near at the same point of the season that Cleveland was last year, till LeBron had to carry it, get them to the playoffs, and then he started carrying them through the playoffs.
What I'm surprised that, I didn't realize that Rondo missed over 30. He missed about 34, 35 games this year.
Yeah, I don't think Rondo fits well with the Lakers, honestly. I really think they could have took that money and did that somewhere else, because that was nothing but they should have just declared Lonzo starting point guard and spent that money on a wing or somebody that can help LeBron get some buckets out there. I think Rondo was a waste of cash. Now, I like the really good pickups I like over the offseason was JaVale McGee and Lance Stevenson.
Okay.
Honestly.
Now the Lakers really didn't have any perimeter shooting. They picked up Bullock. He seems to be fitting in pretty well with the Lakers. What are your thoughts on him and his 3-point play? Because he stepped up big last night for them in their win.
Yeah, we definitely needed some perimeter shooting, and he provides that. But we need somebody that can play besides LeBron that brings that automatically, because that's what we're looking for. Because next season, you got Kyrie, free agent, Klay Thompson, Anthony Davis, I guess, via trade, because I guess the Pelicans just trying to hold on to him and get him for nothing,
right.
Get nothing for him. So that's what I guess now they playing hardball, which ain't a good look, because they're going to end up being the worst team in the league for the next 6-7 years if they keep doing this. So they had an opportunity. At least we was going to give them Kuzma. He took that. They turned that down. So,
I think the Lakers. I think the Lakers, man. I don't see how they are iffy. I'm not gonna lie. This is a roller coaster ride. But right now, like I said, they're in the 10th spot. They only 3 games back from the 8th spot and the 7th spot, because the Clippers and the Spurs got the same record, and the Clippers coming off of a loss. The Kings, Sacramento, who's in 9th, they just lost 2 in a row. So I really think as long as LeBron and them do what they supposed to do, I think they can get in even as close as a 7th seed.
Even if they get the 8th seed, to get smoked by the Warriors in the first round would be a waste. Why would you want to see LeBron get smoked out like that in the first round?
No. First of all, LeBron's not getting smoked by nobody. I mean, if you want to call last year's final a smoking session, if you want to call last year's final a smoking session, I kind of get it. But you got to. They almost had game 1. If they would have pulled that game 1 off, it'd have been a whole different type of season. Trust me, a series.
listen, they're losing in 4 games. They got DeMarcus Cousins now to go with all they had last year. They're definitely losing in 4 games. Even if they get the 8th seed and got to play Golden State, 4 games they out.
Even with Boogie, have we not seen Golden State this year lose plenty of games that they have not? They just lost to Miami. D Wade last night with the buzzer beater. Let's talk about Golden State have lost plenty of games this year that they should have not lost.
Playoff Golden State is different.
That's a fact.
Playoff Curry and Durant, and they're going to have home court advantage because they're the number 1 seed. They're going to smoke the Lakers.
If there's one person, if there's one superstar in the NBA who I don't, if I got on my side, I'm not really feeling threatened by the Warriors, even if they are favored in the series. It's LeBron James. I've seen LeBron get it done versus that squad. But if they get into the 7th spot, if they duck the Warriors in the first round, you gotta admit the Lakers can make some noise. It doesn't matter who they play. It doesn't matter who they play. To me,
if they could avoid the 8th seed, honestly it don't matter. If they can avoid the 8th seed, they could contend with anybody else. But Golden State, they're losing in 4 games. They're not beating Golden State not 1 game. I can't give it to them. I'm sorry.
I got you.
I just don't think so. I said they already know what it is if they let LeBron get a game, so they're not going to let him get that.
Yeah, LeBron is the king, man. It ain't about what they let him do. LeBron gets it done. Why do we not put no more? We need to just put so much more respect.
They gonna be like, man,
man.
we see this dude, we gonna try to put him away. Let's get it done as quick as we can and move on, because they gonna sweep anybody else. And so I don't even think there's a team that can see Golden State. Honestly, they just got. But this is, I guarantee. I'll tell you this too. I'm gonna make this prediction. This is the last year you will see Golden State at the top of the league, because it's gonna break up. I said this. I told this to one of my homeboys. The only thing that could beat this team is injuries and free agency. And that's remained true to this day. Well, Golden State ended LeBron's reign 5 years ago.
We definitely going to talk.
I think at the top of the league.
I think that'll be a good topic for us to talk about next week, as far as the Warriors, what's going to happen. Because, of course, we got KD. We got Klay Thompson. It's going to be interesting to see how this play out. Especially if they three
Klay and Cousins, all free agents this year.
But Cousins is not proven in the postseason. So I'm not if you're using Boogie Cousins as the X factor, you're not selling me on anything, because Boogie has never done anything in the postseason. So
he's the X factor for Golden State because they've never had a great big man before.
On paper,
they've never had big man to work with.
On paper,
never
on paper. But when it gets down to it in the postseason, what is he really going to do? Like, it's you and I both know that it's a whole different ball game from the playoffs than what we see in the regular season.
Man, I just seen them play in person this year. I just went to see the Golden State Warriors play the Wizards, and Boogie had 18 and 11. No effort.
I'm not disputing his skill set, KB. What I'm telling you is that the postseason, we both know the playoffs and the regular season is 2 different things, and we have yet to see Boogie really get off in the postseason. I'm not saying he can't do it, but we haven't seen it. So I'm not using it.
He's never played a postseason game before.
Hey, so that's what I'm saying.
He's never played in the.
Okay, so he's not proven. So he's not an X factor to me. I'm only going by what I know, and I know KD.
So he can't wait to eat. He can't wait to eat. You know this. He can't wait. This is gonna be his first time he's gonna show off.
The king can't wait to eat. LeBron can't wait to eat. We're going to see, man. It's going to be a good one, man. This is the Best of 7 Sports Talk T7L Radio, man. Y'all got to let us know in the comment section what y'all think about the Lakers making the playoffs, man. Is it a go or not? What's your thoughts, KB, before we get to the next topic? What's your thoughts on Anthony Davis, man? Do you think that he will actually make it to L.A. one way or another?
I don't think he wants to be... And I think he won't make it to there because why else would he have signed with Rich Paul and Clutch Sports? There's no other reason,
right,
except to get to L.A. and try to go win some chips with the last couple years of prime with LeBron. He's trying to go ahead and get that. And look what he say that his last interview on ESPN. He's not even worried about money now. He worried about legacy. So He trying to go ahead and get them rings and get over it. But it's the only thing is Lakers don't have anything real to offer nobody. But if they give up Kyle Kuzma, you give up your second best player on the team, so you just got LeBron and Davis, and then what? You gotta fill out the rest of the. You gotta get somebody. Then you gotta worry about what point guard you gonna have on the team, because LeBron dominates the ball so much that a regular point guard in this league gonna get pissed off because LeBron got the ball in his hands all the time. You gotta get somebody who's okay with not having the ball all the time. In this league, all the point guards, if you don't have a good point guard in this league, you really don't win. The only person that really was okay with that was Kyrie. So, Kyrie, LeBron, AD, let's go.
T7M Radio, man. This is the best of 7 sports talk, man. Y'all call up, man. 516-666-8432. We also live streaming right now from our YouTube channel, T7M Radio. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Salute to everybody that's in the live stream right now. Next topic on deck, man. We got to talk about more skill. We're going to keep this thing in the NBA. We got to talk about more skill, man. This is probably a series that KB and I are going to lock in with a lot more in the NBA season, comparing two different NBA superstars. But I want to kind of lock in with two people that we feel like are the GOATs, arguably, in the game of basketball. Talk about Kobe Bryant and LeBron James. Who is more skilled? Maybe not who's the best player, but who is more skilled? Now, this breakdown, KB, it's a lot of categories I think that we really need to touch. So we going to do our thing, man. In your opinion, when it comes to inside scoring, who do you think is more skilled when it comes to, first of all, I'm just going to ask you plain as day. Who do you feel is more skilled, Kobe or LeBron?
Kobe.
So
I've actually made since we talked about how we was going to break down this topic, I actually broke it down in ways and reasons of why, and I have them all written down right here if you would like me to proceed.
Well, you can definitely use your game tapes, because I have a couple categories that I want to kind of get your opinion on. Let's start off with inside scoring. Who do you feel is the best player out of the two when it comes to inside scoring?
That's LeBron, because LeBron's more go to the basket type player, but Kobe when he was younger, when he got older, he learned to finesse his game and get his jumper better. And, LeBron has not transitioned. Like, this is what happened, like, just like Jordan. Jordan was flying all over everybody when he first came into the league, dunking over everything. And then, then people started knocking him out the air, when he went against the Pistons and everything.
Right.
And guess what? Jordan got his game a little bit better, got a little stronger, but it worked on his jumper better. So the post game and drop, just the quick fade away, that was his game. But if you talking about, let's go. What do you mean by inside? Do you talking about in the post or just driving to the basket scoring?
I mean, we can pretty much combine it. I mean, to me, it kind of goes hand in hand. I mean, to me, the league has gotten a little bit softer. Defenders are not able to check players like back when Kobe was playing. But LeBron, I mean, he's like a bulldozer. I've never seen nobody that can stop him at full speed. He's able to finish with both hands. He's probably the most explosive dunker ever. Like, in the post, I think just by his frame, just by human nature. Now Kobe, he lived in the post for his last 5 years.
LeBron usually passes out of the post. Kobe scores in the post.
That's a fact.
That's the difference.
That's a fact.
LeBron ain't gonna post you up and drop a bucket on you. LeBron looking for somebody to cut to the basket, or he looking for somebody to kick the three to. You know what I'm saying? Kobe is going, let me get 2 dribbles, turn around, see who's behind me, turn around, get that bucket. So, they operate differently, out in and out of their offenses, because, LeBron is more of a focal point of running the offense. Kobe is getting away from defenders, getting away from double teams, triple teams, trying to get the bucket because he's going to go score. So
now when it comes to when it comes to the perimeter, I neither one of them are elite 3-point shooters to me. I'm going to probably slightly edge this to Kobe, mostly because he's a way better jump shooter than LeBron, and he's more effective with catch and shoot situations. LeBron, he can pull that bitch from 30. I'm not going to lie, but, when Kobe locked in, his catch and shoot ability is way on another level than LeBron. So I think from the perimeter, as far as outside scoring, I would give that to Kobe.
Yeah, I feel like Kobe got the better outside scoring, but Kobe actually has a better outside percentage shooting than Michael Jordan. So, but LeBron didn't really start really trying to work on his jumper until he got to Miami. That's when he really started getting his jumper together. Because in his first 7 years in Cleveland, he was just raw. Straight going to the basket, and he was actually a better free throw shooter when he was younger because he's horrible. His free throw percentage has been going down, and that's another area where I think Kobe has LeBron because Kobe's always had shot at least over 80%
from the free throw line
for career wise. Yeah, LeBron. One year LeBron shot 76% from the free throw line.
I think he's a career 76% shooter.
Yeah, and then when they get close in clutch time in the games, and when LeBron get fouled, he'll get one out of the two, but he always gonna miss one.
Now this is where we gonna clash. This is where I'm gonna get off of the bus on this one. Let's get to playmaking. Who's the better playmaker, LeBron or Kobe?
LeBron.
LeBron's
a better playmaker, but on the low, one stat that people don't know, Kobe is the all-time leader in assists for shooting guards. Number one, numero uno.
Yeah,
Kobe
but
Bryant.
that position, we both know is not designated to have a high assist number. So I mean that's great.
If you have it.
I mean, if you have it,
that's good.
That's good, but look at the competition. I'm pretty sure the people.
LeBron is the number one. LeBron is the number one in assists at his position for small forward.
What about rebounding? Who's the better rebounder?
That's LeBron.
Who's more athletic?
Kobe before he tore his Achilles. Like even in dunks in games, Kobe's dunks in games. You go to Kobe's highlights in games. They look way better than LeBron's highlights and games. Kobe's going through triple teams, whamming on people, reversing on people and everything. LeBron is not doing all that. LeBron is just straight up getting dunks on people or he by himself on a fast break.
I'll give Kobe his props. It does look better. A lot of posterized dunks, but we're not going to find 2 and 3 people.
Kobe is the most creative scorer.
But KB,
in
we're not going to find 2 and 3 people.
So many ways.
We're not going to find 2 and 3 people that's going to be jumping up trying to block LeBron's shot at one like they did Kobe. They know it's not going to happen. He's like a freak of nature. So we're not going to see LeBron having a dunk over 2 and 3 people. We're not going to say he can't do it. 6'9", 260.
But that's what I'm saying. Some of these dudes come in and are gifted. Some dudes are gifted, but they work for this to get higher than the players that were more gifted than them.
Now watch this.
That's what Kobe did.
Who's the more clutch player between Kobe Bryant and LeBron James?
All day. Numbers don't lie. That's Kobe Bryant all day.
What numbers?
Game winners.
Wait a minute.
When the game's on the line, who would you rather? Listen, anytime the game's on the line, I want Kobe with the ball in my hands more than anybody. All time, I want Kobe with the ball in my hand.
Well, KB, can you explain to the American public why LeBron James have more game winners than Kobe in the regular season and in the postseason?
Postseason, Kobe only has one, and that was against Phoenix.
I mean, Kobe only has one MVP in 20 years, so that's where I be trying to. That's why
he only has one MVP because the league plays favorites. Shaq only has one MVP. Shaq only has one MVP. So does that take away from how great Shaq was? Hell no.
If you talk, it does. If you talk about Shaq being the greatest ever,
MVP.
If you're talking about Shaq being the greatest ever, it takes away from it. Absolutely.
Nah, no, it don't.
But we don't have
the league
no
hated
one
on Kobe and Shaq for a long time because it was a long time that those two were the number 1 and 2 best players in the league. Can't be denied, and they got all the individual awards to the same dudes that they would sweep and crush their minds away in the playoffs. They crush them. They wouldn't even be close. Tim Duncan winning them MVPs, Kobe and Shaq destroying them, and then winning the championships too because they had the best player, number 1 and the number 2 player in the league for 8 years straight, destroying everybody. Nobody was stopping them.
When it comes to basketball IQ, who would you edge that to?
Kobe.
Okay.
Even though the only thing I would say about the one thing I would say better teammate as well, because everything LeBron like to take all the glory. Like I'll take one from Stephen A. He says LeBron like to control the narrative all the time. He does. Every time they win, oh, it's me, I'm the best, I'm this and that, blah, blah, blah. He just did it last week.
But wait a minute, KB.
Worried about
that doesn't have nothing to do with basketball IQ.
Him complaining and blaming. Man, I just said we're just going to go off. I say he's a better teammate, too.
You think Kobe's a better teammate than LeBron?
IQ, yeah.
Wow. The weed is good in D.C. today, isn't it?
But everything in the league, people like to ride waves, right? All these people that get the free agency, they like to go to the hot teams because they like to be with the hot nigga at all times.
Well, I'm gonna say this.
It's always this been since we could go all the way back to the 80s when free agency really started popping. Because in the 70s, back in the 60s, 70s, you got your team, you had to stay to your team so they didn't want you no more. But back in the like Magic Johnson, getting all them players, the hot dude at the time always gets the best players on the team. Always. You making the league a lot of money, you getting them rings, they want to get on your team.
Well, to me, I'm going to say this.
Had a lot of people,
as far as the basketball IQ, as far as the category, to me, LeBron is one of the smartest players in the world. He really he does turn the ball over, but he knows where teammates are supposed to be. He doesn't force a lot. Kobe, on the other hand, I'm not going to lie, he could break down an entire defense before the ball was inbound.
I'm about to say, look how he breaks down tape. You've seen the audio of how Kobe breaks down tape. Look how smart this man is when he's talking, and he knows where players are going to be, where his men are supposed to be on the floor, and know where everybody made his mistakes. You ever seen that documentary Kobe doing work with Spike Lee? The way Kobe break down a game, I've never even heard an analyst break down a game the way Kobe broke down an entire game of him playing against the Spurs, of where everybody was supposed to be. They won the game, but it's how close the game was, when clutch moments in the game. He remembered everything.
One thing I'll credit Kobe Bryant to is his on-ball defense skills as well. I think that definitely goes towards his IQ, the way he can defend off and on the ball. I think he does that better than LeBron. So I think that's a tough call. But the last category I want to speak on when it comes to more skill between Kobe and LeBron is leadership. Who's the better leader, Kobe Bryant or LeBron James? I just feel like this is just a no-brainer.
Lead by example. You could hear the stories of players back when they played with Kobe.
Dwight Howard wouldn't say that.
Man, listen.
Smush Parker wouldn't say that.
Look at the stories that these dudes are. It doesn't matter. Look at the dudes Kobe played against. They're saying Kobe's in their gym. So when T-Mac was talking about that they was playing, Kobe is in the Orlando gym shooting before anybody else got out there on the floor. And after they finished, he's still out there shooting. Kobe's preparation for the game and the way his teammates, he got them to get to practice early. And then if they wasn't, Kobe be frying them in practice. Like Luke Walton and Shannon Brown said, man, Kobe lead by example. Kobe was leading the old school way, how it's supposed to be played. LeBron's trying to be buddy with everybody, taking Instagram pictures and all that. All that don't get you no wins.
Well,
Kobe putting in that work. He make you work in the gym.
The days and the times have definitely changed. I'm going to say this. LeBron has always managed to find a way to take his team to the finals. It doesn't mean he's always going to win, but for the most of his career, he's made it to the finals with a weaker team. Kobe never got up. Wait, let me finish. Kobe
Go ahead,
never
go ahead,
got
go ahead.
Kobe never got along with his teammates. He couldn't lead the post-Shaq era to a success until Paul Gasol arrived. In 2005, they didn't make the playoffs. Remember, they was up 3-1. They blew that. They lost in 5. Like, there's definitely a handful of players that I can just name off of the top that felt like Kobe was a terrible teammate. So if you're saying lead by example as far as, people that admire his drive, his work ethic, okay, I get that. But as far as other people that put on that Laker uniform and other people that put on that Cavaliers and that Heat uniform, to me, it's like LeBron is light years a better leader than Kobe Bryant.
He's more probably, you're talking about likable players.
No,
and not leaders.
I'm just saying.
Being likable, that's cool, being popular and all that. But
who wanted to play with Kobe? Who wanted to come to play with Kobe? Who wanted to come to play with Kobe?
Everybody, when they was winning rings, you forget all the players that they had when Kobe and Shaq went on their three-peat. They had Ron Harper riding with them. They had Horace Grant. They had Isaiah Ryder. They had Mitch Richmond playing with them.
KB, I'm talking
post-Shaq. Who wanted to?
I'm talking post-Shaq.
People was riding the Lakers coach. Oh, post-Shaq era.
Yeah.
Man, listen. Ron Artest went and got down with the Lakers to go get a ring,
True.
didn't he?
Ron Artest
knew it was up.
That's one. Any other?
Gasol wanted to come to the Lakers to play with Kobe.
Listen,
if Gasol never played with Kobe, we wouldn't even be talking about Paul Gasol as a player, period.
No, let's be clear.
If Gasol never played with Kobe, he would have been just a two-time All-Star. If he just let's talk about if he just stayed in Memphis, he'd be a two-time All-Star, getting a playoff.
And Kobe would not have 2 more rings. And Kobe would not have 2 more rings.
And Kobe would have none and never be talked about ever.
Kobe would have 3.
Saying. Gasol had to get down with the program.
That goes hand in hand.
He got down
and
with
I'm
the
not
program.
sure.
So he got with Kobe
I'm not sure if Gasol.
Hold
up. I'm not sure if Gasol wanted to go to the Lakers. He got traded, so we can't say that Gasol wanted to play with Kobe. If it was a business deal, if it was a trade, he has no control over that. In free agency,
got traded for?
In free agency, for Kwame Brown.
Gasol got traded
for Kwame Brown. But what I'm saying, to KB, you missing a point. What I'm talking about is players wanting to play with Kobe versus with LeBron in free agency, because you have your own control over your own destiny. Since 2005, give me some stars other than Ron Artest that wanted to come and play with Kobe. Give me one. Just give me one.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. Pau Gasol got traded for the draft rights to his brother. The Lakers would have won a championship anyway because Marc Gasol is good too. No. They took the one that was hot and ready let's go ahead and get it now instead of waiting. Man, they would have had Marc Gasol. They traded Pau Gasol for his brother. That was the Lakers would have had Marc Gasol in the bag. Marc Gasol just wasn't ready to come from overseas yet. They already had Marc Gasol in the bag already.
I just wanted to know if there was any superstars from 2005 until Kobe retired that wanted to come play with him. I guess there was none, like I said.
Nah, because they was jealous. Kobe was the best player in the league. Everybody didn't want to get down with the same work ethic Kobe did because they ain't like that.
So what about
the way he was pushing the players?
LeBron is the best player in the league.
Guess what? And nobody want to play with LeBron no more, obviously, because LeBron is old. And I remember when LeBron used to just get everybody. LeBron is older.
We will agree
earlier back in the conversation.
We will agree that as far as the sample size, LeBron has had more people wanting to play with him overall in his body of work than Kobe had. We will agree with that, right? Because in Miami,
you're cutting away. You're cutting away 8 years of Kobe's career. You keep on cutting away, saying post-Shaq era. Let's talk about Kobe's whole career.
Let's talk about those 8 years. Let's talk about the 8 years. Let's talk about the 8 years. The first year he averaged.
That's not fair either.
First year, how many points he averaged? Since we want to talk about these first 8 years, how many points did Kobe average his first year? He didn't even start. How many points did Kobe average his first year?
He ain't start because he was playing it because Eddie Jones was the starting shooting guard, and they all made the All-Star team.
I'm just asking.
They all made the All-Star team.
That's fine.
All of them.
How many points
Kobe,
did he average?
Dick Van Exel, Eddie Jones, and Shaq.
How many points did Kobe average his first year? Seven, right? In his second and his third season, how many did he average? 15.
That's not fair either. Kobe averaged more than that after the All-Star game. After the rookie, really, he took Eddie Jones' starting spot before the season started because after All-Star weekend, now I remember this. How old are you?
40.
All right. I know you got to remember this. Kobe took Eddie Jones' spot after the All-Star break of his rookie year. He took Eddie Jones' starting spot. You don't remember that?
I remember Kobe not starting. That's what I remember. I remember
start the first beginning of the Kobe took Eddie Jones' spot, and then they traded Eddie Jones to the Hornets immediately after because they already knew what they had in Kobe.
So explain to me how he takes Eddie Jones' spot in the second half.
Eddie Jones got because he was better than him. He took his
okay.
spot,
So explain to me
his rookie year.
So explain to me how in his second and third year after taking Eddie Jones' spot does he give us 15 points a game at the starting 2 spot? He averaged 15 points a game in the second and his third season. So if he took the starting spot from Eddie Jones in the second half of his rookie year, explain how Kobe gave us at the starting 2 spot.
Shaq was the main focus of the offense.
Shaq wasn't there.
Shaq was the main focus.
Shaq wasn't there.
Talking about when? Yes, it was. Kobe's. What are you talking about?
Was Kobe rookie year with Shaq? How many years did Kobe play?
Yes, Shaq was with Kobe his whole year.
His whole
Shaq
career.
Was with Kobe his whole first 8 years of his career. Yes.
And
what are you talking about? Shaq came to the Lakers got Shaq and Kobe at the same time. Drafted Kobe, got Shaq in free agency.
I wasn't sure that happened in the same year. I swore Kobe played a couple years with the Lakers before Shaq came there.
Yeah, nah, that's the same. The Lakers got this. You know how I remember this, and this is so funny. The Lakers got Shaq and Kobe the same year Biggie and Tupac died. That's crazy.
Well, they died 2 different years.
They died. I know, but within that.
You mean that 12-month period? That calendar, that 12-month.
Yeah.
Cycle. All right, well, we're going to let the people decide, man.
Tupac died, Kobe rookie year.
Y'all got to let us know, man, what y'all think. Who's the more skilled player, Kobe Bryant or LeBron James, man? Y'all got to drop y'all comments below, man. This is the Best of 7 Sports Talk. T7 on radio, man. 7 Mitchell in the building. KB in the building. Make sure you guys want to call up 516-666-8432. We're going to be live 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern every Tuesday and Thursday. Salute to everybody out there in the sports world. Last topic, man.
And I got a quick question. A quick question for the fans. If anybody wants, I'll get an answer at the end. But it's just a little fact for the day. You might want to know this too. It's 2 of the top players in the NBA in assists at positions like point guard, shooting at all 5 positions. 2 of them are Lakers. And neither is Magic Johnson.
Wow.
Who are they?
Wow.
That's something for you. That's something for you.
I'm going to say Jerry West and Kobe Bryant.
You right on one.
Wow.
Kobe for the shooting guard, but it's another position.
That is amazing.
And you'll be surprised what it is.
Led the league in assists for the season?
No, I'm talking about top point. Okay, the top point we do. This is the All NBA assist team right here. The top point guard is John Stockton in assists. The top shooting guard is Kobe.
Okay, so I would go with. I'm gonna say it had to be Wilt.
Well, actually 3 because one is now a Laker. It's actually 3.
Well, no, LeBron got the 3 spot.
It's not Wilt. It's not.
It's not Wilt?
It's not Wilt. Nope.
I'm dumbfounded in who that could be. If it's not Magic, it can't be Kareem. Kareem shot every time he got the damn.
It is Kareem.
Wow.
It is Kareem.
That is unbelievable.
It is Kareem.
The NBA all-time leading scorer.
For centers. The All-NBA all-time leader in assists for centers is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That is unbelievable. That is a crazy fact, KB. That's fire.
Oh, yeah, I had to pull that one out for you.
No doubt.
And the power forward is, Larry Bird or Kevin Garnett, because you could count Larry Bird as a small forward. So if it's not Larry Bird, it's Kevin Garnett.
That's what's up.
Larry Bird was a small forward / power forward.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's the All-NBA assist team. But next topic, let's go.
Before we get up out of here, man, we got to talk about Dirk Nowitzki, man. Dirk Nowitzki is pondering, it seemed like, One more year, the Mavericks' Dirk Nowitzki, who has been receiving farewell tributes in arenas around the NBA, hasn't actually ruled out returning for a 22nd campaign. Dirk does insist he won't make a decision until the summer. With the additions of Porzingis and Luka, how likely, KB, do you think Dirk could give it a go one more time?
Honestly, I'm going to go against popular belief saying he should retire, and I think he should. And I got a reason why.
Talk to me.
The Mavericks just did a whole, remodel of their whole team. They looking real good right now. They got rid of bad contracts. Got rid of Harrison Barnes' horrible-ass contract. They got rid of washed-up Wesley Matthews, So
can Porzingis and Luka learn something from him?
They traded an unhappy Dennis Smith. Honestly, I'm about to say, Dirk is just. I think that Dirk should come stick around to see what this new thing is going to be about. He should at least get the first taste. He deserves that. He's the best player to ever play for the Mavericks. He leads them in all of their stats except for assists. I see Luka and KP being the next Dirk and Steve Nash. So if Dirk could stick around, give them that little formula of success he had back in the day and let them go see what they do, maybe like stick around for this 1 year. Dirk deserve a playoff run, man. I want to see. That's why I don't want to see Dirk go out in the regular season. I want to see Dirk get a playoff run. He deserves a playoff run. And the Mavs not ready yet, but with KP, they going.
Now, Dirk, he has been experiencing some knee swelling even before the All-Star break. Just recently, he was 11-5-3. He played 22 minutes in the win versus the Pacers, 110-101 the other day. My only thing about it, if Dirk is going to come back for one more year, I mean, I like him, Porzingis and Luka, but can they really make a serious run next year? Because that's going to be it for them. Can they really make a run for a championship? Like, if they don't have a shot to win a championship, what the hell are you coming back for?
It all depends on, honestly, I think if they could add one more piece in free agency because you have everything together. I wish they didn't get rid of DeAndre Jordan, but I think they had to for that because all they need is some good center play now. Because Dirk is not going to start no more. He's going to come off the bench. He's going to be a good bench player. KP is going to start. They got Tim Hardaway Jr. He's a solid point guard. He's proven in the league. You got Luka working the either shooting guard or small forward spot. If you could get that one more person and get a decent big man, that's what I think that Mark Cuban next check should go to, should be DeMarcus Cousins. Because if you get DeMarcus Cousins with KP and Luka work in the middle, oh my God, then you have something. Then you have a shot to go ahead and try to take out Golden State or take out somebody and make a real run. At least give Dirk what he deserved that one last year to go ahead and try to really do something to somebody in the league and go ahead and make that, let them go out on better terms instead of just being this year just being a wash and everybody saying bye.
Salute to everybody that's in the live chat, man. I'm looking at some of the comments. I'm seeing Kobe is more skilled. People saying Kobe is more skilled. Sean283 says LeBron is so great that he scores 33, 6, and 10, and people are saying he fell off. So disrespectful. I know.
No, I don't think he fell off. I just don't think that he has enough right now to keep doing what he's been doing over the years because Brandon Ingram is not proven. And I don't think I think this is as good as he's going to have them he's going to be having a sometime career like he's always been. So, LeBron doesn't need more around him. I think the Lakers should keep Lonzo Ball.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because Lonzo is happy that he's one of them players who could settle for don't have the ego that could settle for not having a ball playing with LeBron James and play strap down defense and, play his position. So if they get rid of anybody, they should keep Lonzo Ball.
I totally agree, man. Well, y'all, man, we are rocking with the best, man. Best of 7 Sports Talk, 7 Mitchell KB. We about to get up out of here, man. Again, if you guys are on our YouTube channel, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and subscribe. We'll be back at it every Tuesday and Thursday, 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern, man. Y'all already know how we rocking, man. KB, you got any final thoughts? Let the people know where they can follow you at on social media before we get out of here, man.
Man, you should follow me on Facebook. My real name, Keisif Butler, Kisif, last name Butler. And shout out to my parents and my kids. And
salute.
Thank you, Seven, for this opportunity. And we're going to keep rocking like this, and we're going to keep it moving, man. I appreciate that.
You already know, man. Definitely a pleasure, man. My God, definitely know his stuff, man. I'm 7 Mitchell. This is T7M Radio, Best of 7 Sports Talk. We'll be back at y'all next week, man. Y'all stay safe. We're about to get up out of here, man.